Have you ever wanted to do something but decided against it because it scared you? Like many of you, I too shy away from things that scare me. Well, one day I decided that I wanted to change this. One day I decided that I wanted to overcome my extreme fear of heights. Now I will tell you the story of how I achieved this. When I was 12 years old, I went to a summer camp called Lake Forest Ranch. Now, Lake Forest Ranch was a Christian camp for kids, and at Lake Forest Ranch, they have many outdoor activities, including zip lining, rock climbing, and tubing. And at our time at Lake Forest Ranch, we had Bible studies, and for 2 hours of the day, we had a free time to do whatever of the outdoor activities that we wished to do. So during my time at camp, I made friends with several of the girls that were also campers. And one day we decided to meet in the dining hall to discuss how we wanted to spend our free time. And they all decided that they wanted to go zip lining. Now, I knew that I did not want to go on the zip line because of my fear of heights, but because I was embarrassed and out of fear of being left out, I chose to just go along with it. So we soon made our way down the path to the zip lines. And when we got to the zip lines, we noticed that to get to the platform, you first had to climb up a rock wall. Now, this rock wall was about 20 feet high, and I was very afraid to climb up it because of how high up it was. And my first friend, Ava, she went up it right away. She had no fear in doing so, and I just kept thinking to myself, wow, she is so brave. I wish I was able to do what she did and go up it with no fear. Well, soon she got to the platform, and without hesitation, she leaped off and zoomed down the hill on the zip line. And all of my friends looked at her in amazement, and we all cheered when she got back up the hill. Then one by one, the rest of my friends started going up the zip line, and until all that was left was me. And then Ava asked me, she said, "Emma, why don't you go down it?" And me, not wanting to admit how embarrassed I was over my fear of heights, said, "You know what, I will go down the zip line." And I walked over to the camp counselor and got her to help me with my harness. And I walked over to the rock wall. I took a deep breath and I started climbing. My heart was racing the entire time I climbed the rock wall because I kept looking down and thinking, oh no, I'm going to fall, but I just kept on going for what felt like an eternity till I got to the top of the platform. And then I made the mistake of looking down from the rock wall. And then I saw nothing but the ground below me, and my heart started racing again. I even debated whether or not I could go back down the rock wall, but after coming to the realization that my only way down was to go down the zip line, I accepted my fate. I said a prayer, and I jumped off the platform and raced down the zip line, and it felt like I was flying. I got to the bottom of the hill, and I was filled with adrenaline. I immediately turned back around and raced back to my friends and begged them to go down the zip line with me again. Now, if I would have let fear determine whether or not I was going to go down the zip line, I would have missed out on an amazing experience. While not to everybody, my fear of heights might seem like a life-altering phobia, to me, it could have greatly affected how I would have handled that situation or others in the future. So the next time you're debating whether or not you should not do something because you're afraid of it, instead think about the positive aspect of what would happen if you gave it a try. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.